Techniques, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set 30 base. We ain't giving them nothing to go. Kill. You draw quarters. Set. Go.
On first and 10, Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Chargers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch out. Bravo. Check that, shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
First down at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards. Off. I need to quickly.
Jackson on first down. 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 37 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man left, man left. 3 down.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. They give him a gain of 37.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! 55, Mark 55.
From the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on,
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
218, chopper.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back to throw. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
70.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Topper, topper. Ready?
Throwing again. Herbert. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Bang, 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 bang. General West. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Snap.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you know...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit... their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 13. Check 13. 61. Matchbox right.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Ravens 14, Chargers 3.
Ready. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
High 7.
59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check. 59. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Complete grip.
To throw again. Herbert looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Alert flare.
22 jet bomber.
Throwing again. Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that one results in 35 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got him.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he sets to fire deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Mike 7.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, it's Gibson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
59, Mike to 59. Know your job.
Say go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pick up there of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Slam.
Get it.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alpha. 57 for Mike. 57.
From the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop right around the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Nice footwork at the 25. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Number 23. I got you, 23. Slam. Shift. That's it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Sponge, 6-6, pull it high.
On the give, this is Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Mike 7. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go. 15 on it. Check 41. 61. Match 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Down. Touchdown. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 33-yard.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Check 3.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the 1st down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
That's what I do.
50
From the gun, Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 59.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Come on, set. Henry. Pick the edge. Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
X3. 218. Chopper. Lee Trevor. Lee Trevor.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Exit. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check. Tight right.
This will be caught by Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. The extra point up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion